Before this video starts, I want to feature these 3 people on screen for commenting on one of my last videos. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that little bit of a shout out, and make sure you guys go down on this video and go in the comment section and comment the words DLC, and maybe you can get featured on one of my next videos. Enjoy. If you're interested in free COD points as well as DLC and gift cards, make sure to check out the first link down in the description below. How's my quad squad doing? It's the man, the myth, the legend, Quadmft here, coming at you guys with another really interesting Black Ops 3 video. Also, I wanted to remind you guys that I am looking for feedback on this video, so ratings do help me out if you guys end up enjoying. Whether you like or dislike, either way, I'm looking for some feedback, and also make sure you guys are subscribed and you've already joined the Quad Squad. So let's get into it, ladies and gentlemen. So what we're talking about today is obviously with some throwback Black Ops 2 gameplay in the background. We're talking about DLC camos. Now, the camo I'm rocking on my gun right now, the MSMC, is, I believe it's called POW or comic. Either way, it's based off like a comic book strip, and it looks really cool. Now, I'm going to throw up something on screen right now of the majority of the DLC camos that came out during the Black Ops 2 lifetime. There was also, I think, 10 or 12 extra ones that I couldn't find a picture of, so just imagine 10 or 12 extra ones. I think there was overall like 30 DLC camos they released, maybe like 20 or 25 during the Black Ops 2 lifetime, and it was so much fun. I totally think to bring back the life of Black Ops 3. Now, I'm not saying Black Ops 3 is dead right now. It's definitely sort of a slower time in my opinion. I definitely think it's like, nobody really knows what to do. There's no new supply drop weapons. There's no new game modes. There's no new maps. There's not really a lot of new content currently on Black Ops 3. So I think, you know, people are trying to find things to do, whether that's go back and play old Call of Duties or whatever. I totally think to bring back a bunch of the audience currently, to bring them back to Black Ops 3 to give it a little bit more life, they could totally just release 3 or 4 camos. And, you know, even if Treyarch or Call of Duty or Activision were too busy focusing on their next Call of Duty or managing Black Ops 3, they could offer something like a community created camo. Like, you know, they set up a little contest where people create a camo, whether that be in the paint shop, Photoshop, whatever. People create a camo, and let's say even if they didn't want to do a user voting system, they could have a user created camo, or at least 2, 3, 4 of them. And I think that would totally be cool, because I think if they had the community vote on them, they would look so cool, because the community would vote on them, so it would get everybody's favorite, or at least the majority of people's favorite camos that was created by the community into Black Ops 3, and that would bring a little bit more life. I know a lot of you guys are probably thinking, oh, Quad, it's just it's a camo. Why would I play Black Ops 3? It's just a camo. But seriously, I remember back in Black Ops 2, at least for me, I found camos really interesting. You know, I'd much rather play with 3 or 4 new camos than a new game mode or a new map. It was so much fun, and I think camos is exactly what Black Ops 3 is missing. DLC camos at that. And I think if they did end up putting DLC camos into Black Ops 3, it would be through supply drops, which that's not really what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the more like direct way of purchasing them, like back in Black Ops 2, how you could just straight up buy them for $1.99 and get the camo on every single gun, as well as calling cards and a few emblems and things like that. But still, it was a blast seeing new camos. I remember even when Black Ops 2 wasn't the current Call of Duty, because we all know Call of Duty Ghosts came after Black Ops 2, even when it was during the Call of Duty Ghost lifetime, excuse me, they released more Black Ops 2 DLC camos to remind people, you know, Black Ops 2 is still around. The game is still here. Don't forget about us. We've got some new camos. Even if that only brought back life to Black Ops 2 for 24 hours or whatever, it was still cool to see that they were paying attention and that they were releasing more camos, because I find camos to be really interesting, really fun, and they're overall just a great aspect of Call of Duty. And I think Black Ops 3 and Treyarch really hasn't taken advantage of them, besides putting some of them into supply drops and creating some of the veteran-based camos, which, don't get me wrong, those are really cool. Totally support the vets and everything like that, but I want more. Not saying I want veteran money. I want some more DLC camos. I don't care if they're community created. I don't care if the veterans create them. I don't care if Treyarch creates them, whatever. They just need to push out a little bit more new content, and I totally think camos would fit that role, because they really haven't messed with that in Black Ops 3. It's lacking, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys, it is lacking. But before we end the video, before we call it a video talking about these and telling you guys, you know, don't forget about the Black Ops 2 DLC camos. They did a lot of those, and I think Black Ops 3 is lacking on them. Before I tell you guys that that's it, I actually have this little situation where my buddy Aaron, or iTankid, a lot of you guys probably know him. He's got over 160,000 subscribers on YouTube. Great friend of mine. He made a video about Black Ops 3 needing more DLC camos, kind of inspired this video by me. and he created his own camos, which I thought this was so cool. So he went to Photoshop. I'm going to throw a few of them up on screen right now. The first one is sort of a palm tree with a little pink here and there, a little style. I think that would be a great camo, even if Black Ops 3, like I said, released 2 new camos. I think that would bring, you know, more content, more life to Black Ops 3, even if it was just for a little bit. They did that, and that one looks really cool. And then they've got the Benjamin's camo, or at least the money camo, the $100 USD looks really freaking slick. They had that camo in Black Ops 2, and I don't know why they wouldn't put it back into Black Ops 3. Aaron is doing an amazing Photoshop job on these as well. And then he's got sort of this skull. It looks a little bit misty and smoky, but it's skulls everywhere. I think that looks awesome. It brings a white on black tone, and it's so cool. I don't know why Black Ops 3 is missing out on all these DLC camos. And then they've got this sort of emerald looking one. It kind of reminds me of the Doppler from CSGO, if you guys know that, the Sapphire. It looks so good. And then they've got a green one. Again, looks like a green Doppler, even though that's not a thing. And then they've got a ruby Doppler, which looks incredible. All of these camos, even though they were just created by one guy, my buddy Aaron, and he just made them out of nowhere in Photoshop, even that, just one person's ideas could completely change it and ramp up the amount of people playing Black Ops 3 and how interested people are in it. So I totally think this is a great idea. I'm not saying I came up with it. You know, this has been in Call of Duty for a really long time, and I think Treyarch is just missing out. I totally think even just 2, 3, 4, 5 DLC camos throughout the rest of the few months during summer would totally liven up Black Ops 3 and make for a lot more content to be created, as well as just have a really good time on Black Ops 3, because camos probably are going to look pretty freaking cool if they look like my buddy Aaron. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, I'm looking for feedback. Make sure to leave a rating if you haven't already. Also, subscribe and join the Quad Squad if you guys haven't already, and make sure to use code Quadmft for 10% off Control Freaks. They definitely do help out your aim. It's been your boy Quad. If you made it till this point in the video, go down in the comment section below and comment the word DLC if you want to be featured in my next video.